Karen, you're muted.
There you go.
There.
All right, let me admit all the rest of these people.
Oh, there they go.
All right.
Golly.
And everybody else unmuted? I got Jim. Tammy is muted. Let me unmute Tammy.
Hi, John Dunlap's here.
Hi, Walt.
Hi,
Hi,
Tammy.
John. We're not quite ready for you.
I don't know who half of these people are.
I've unmuted Lisa
Interested citizens.
and Walt.
Present. You're going to have Jacob Gickling here joining. He's doing this for his citizenship in the community merit badge.
Oh, awesome. Welcome.
Say hello.
Hello.
All right. I don't see Brad yet. Oh, there he is.
Karen, it's Lisa. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
And can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Tammy, you're muted.
Yep, I just muted myself. I can mute myself.
And this is Dan Zielinski. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dan. I'll let you know when we're ready for you.
Okay, fine.
I see. Brad, have you spoken up yet?
No, I'm here though.
Okay. There we go, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Are we waiting for anyone else?
I think we've got everybody. So if
Are you ready to start?
whenever you are.
Okay, time is now 7:12. We're going to open the meeting of the Weddington Town Planning Board. And I want to thank Lisa and Karen for getting this set up. Appreciate y'all's efforts for that. One thing, because we're operating a little bit different than we normally are, I'm going to ask the planning board members, if you have concerns or anything that needs to specifically be addressed and any of the things that we need to take action on tonight, let me know what those are as far as what areas. If you happen to get disconnected, we can push those decisions off to another time if you can't get back on. But if you get lost and there's no reason where we can't take a vote, I don't want to delay that action just because we have one member who may not be able to vote on that particular piece if there's no conflict or anything we need to address. With that being said, does anybody have anything we need to address at this point?
Nope.
Good.
This is Walt. I did have one question about the August the 1st. What happens if we still are under a quarantine or something? So I just think we need to put something in there to handle that also.
Okay, all right, we'll deal with that at that point. I just want to make sure.
At that point, sure.
About that. All right, anybody else have any questions on anything in case you get disconnected?
Nope.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move forward. Keep in mind, we're on a sort of a time limit here with the Zoom call here. So we'll kind of move kind of rapidly if we can. Please speak up if you have issues. We certainly don't want to discount that, but we also don't want to waste time a whole lot either. So we need to have a roll call for our determination of a quorum. I've got Walt here. Is Ed, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, Steve?
Yes.
Okay. Tammy?
Yes.
Okay. And then Jim?
Yep.
All right, and who am I missing?
Jen.
Jen. Thank you, Jen. I'm sorry. All right, so we look like we have a quorum. For the approval of the minutes from February 24th meeting, I need a call.
Make a motion that we approve the January 24th meeting as written down.
Okay, Walt, call for the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I think that was Steve.
Hmm?
Yes.
And then We need to vote on that, please. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, we have a unanimous consent there. Item number 4, public hearing discussion consideration of temporary use permit for the Patriot Wagon USA to hold a patriotic fundraising and community event at Hunter Farms on August 1, 2020. Lisa, can you take it from here, please?
Yeah, thank you. Anyone that doesn't know me, this is Lisa Thompson. I'm the planner and administrator for the town of Weddington. We also have on the phone our clerk, Karen Dewey. She's in control of muting you all, so be nice. Tonight in front of us, we have an application for a temporary use permit submitted by Lynn Hoosier for a fundraising event to be held at Hunter Farms located at 13616 Providence Road. This will be held Saturday, August 1st. Hunter Farm is zoned RCD and is approximately 47 acres with an existing agricultural use. Additional information, including hours of operation, lighting, trash service, and signage are all included in the packet for your review. Also in the packet is a site plan. If you'll give me a second, around real quick. I don't know what happened. There we go. Over here is Providence Road. Can you guys see my
Yeah.
map? Okay. You got Providence Road here. Here's the usual entrance. They will have parking at the church. So the main entrance is going to come from the south where the security checkpoint is. You have your big stage over in this area, kind of backing towards the ponds back there. High gates behind there. Picnic table, picnic area. You have your kids zone, some tents, and your food truck area out in front. Per section 58-13, adjacent property owners within 200 feet of the property have been notified of tonight's meeting. Also within that section are listed the temporary use permit findings 1 through 4. Staff reviewed the application and submitted documents and finds the temporary use permit to be in compliance with the Weddington zoning ordinance and therefore recommends approval. And I'll open it up for questions. And on the phone, we have Lynn Hoosier here to answer any questions as well.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Howdy.
Does any of the board members have any questions regarding this? Have you had a chance to review the documents?
Mhm.
Yeah, the only question I had was, I didn't have any problems with the document and the permit, but I had an issue with the August 1st date. In case it gets rolled to a different date, do we have to go through this again, or can we put an exception in there that if we're still doing the social distancing and all like that, so that they don't have to go through this and we don't have to go through it again? Could we put something in there as a caveat? That's more for Lisa, actually.
Yeah.
Well, what's that? So does the applicant have an alternative date if this date gets pushed?
Well, may I just say something? We've moved the date a couple times. We moved it from June 6th to August 1st. We do have plans in the future that if we do not make the August 1st deadline due to the local RNC, we most likely will not do the event.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. So, okay,
that's
we'll
my
deal with that
question.
in just
It's
a second.
answered.
All right. Well, we'll deal with that in just a second. What I think let's do is kind of roll through, see if we can find an approval component, and once approved, we can give Lisa authority to alternate that date if the applicant chooses to do so. Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Lisa, I guess we were to read the findings of fact and then an agreement on each one, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So finding fact number 1, that the proposed temporary use will not materially endanger the public health and welfare of the safety. Do we have an agreement on that?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
That the proposed temporary use will not have a substantial negative effect on adjoining properties. Do we have an agreement on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
that the proposed temporary use is in harmony with the general purpose and intent of this chapter and preserves its spirit.
Yes.
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 The proposed temporary use is held no more than 4 times per year at any particular location.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are all affirmative on those 4 points. We have no negatives in those 4 points. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Correct.
All right. So I need to call for a motion to approve the temporary use permit application of the Patriot Wagner USA to hold a patriotic fundraising and community event at Hunter Farms on August the 1st, 2020.
So moved.
Okay. I think that was Ed.
Thank you.
The motion passes unanimously with everybody in favor. Lisa, how do we need to do that to give you an alternative piece in case the applicant wishes to push that to another date?
Usually permits are good, like a zoning permit's good for 6 months. So we
Okay.
can put a timeline on it, or if there's any other 3 other events at Hunter Farm, I don't know if you want to use it that way, that last finding that there's no more than 4 events for a particular location. But I'm comfortable with like a 6-month time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would agree that there should be a time frame. I think 6 months is reasonable. And again, as you stated, that if it extends beyond the anticipated date, it does not conflict with the other requirements of no more than 4 events in a given time period.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Does anybody have a negative impact on that?
Mm-mm.
Is there nobody who finds anything a problem with that? If you do, raise your hand now.
No.
Okay, Lisa, let's go with that if we can. Since we're all in favor of that, give a 6-month timeline, please, in case the applicant wishes to move the date.
Will do.
Okay. All right, moving on to
Thank you.
item number 5, which is old business. I don't believe we have any old business to address at this point. So we'll move to item number 6, which is new business. New business item A is discussion and consideration of the Zielinski minor subdivision. Lisa?
Thank you. The applicant, Dan Zielinski, is seeking a minor subdivision approval for property located at 3004 Ashford Glen Drive. This is parcel 06174006. It's a total of 1.99 acres and is zoned R40. Quickly show you that zoning map. The total is, the resultant lots are 0.92 acres and 1.07 acres. Both lots meet the minimum size requirement, the minimum front yard with a 50-foot setback, side yard with a 15-foot setback, and the rear yard with a 40-foot setback. And both are 120 feet wide measured at the front setback. The proposed minor subdivision is in general conformity with the Town of Weddington zoning and subdivision ordinances. Therefore, staff recommends approval.
Okay.
And I think the applicant is also on the phone to answer any questions.
Okay.
Oh, I had one on lot 2. It says it's not a full acre, it's 0.9 too.
Yeah, so our minimum is 40,000 square feet. So let me see what that is. That's 40,075
Okay,
square feet. So they're good.
okay.
Okay, so basically what we had was originally we had 2 lots, and then the previous owner at some point decided to bring them into 1 lot, and now we're basically splitting those lots back up the way they were originally platted. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This is within
Anybody
an
have any
existing
concerns,
subdivision?
issues, questions, or otherwise?
Is
It
this
is,
within
Ed.
an existing subdivision?
Yeah.
This is in Highgate.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
It just struck me as very strange that you had this 1 2-acre parcel within the subdivision.
Somebody may have bought
Tell me
a,
what the history on that is?
I have no knowledge of the history of it, other than it was originally platted as a 1-acre lot.
Yeah, if I don't, I'm only, this is essentially assumption based on the previous property owner. He bought lot number 2 back, I'm gonna say sometimes in around 2000, 2001. And it appears, from what I've found, is that several years later, he went into contract to buy the neighboring lot number 1. And whether, I'm just assuming he didn't want a neighbor or something along those lines. That's all I can presume.
So at that point in time, he went through a minor subdivision to combine the two, and
Yes.
now basically looking to resplit out the two. Okay.
Put it back to its original, the original plat.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Steve, are you okay with the way it is?
Yeah, I don't see a problem. I'm always leery of the less than an acre
I
lot.
think we're okay with this one here.
Yeah, I know we are.
Ed, are you okay with this?
Yes, I assume this lot falls within the subdivision and would fall within all the purviews of the HOA for that subdivision and still have to conform with all other requirements like that in the neighborhood.
Correct.
Okay, I'm good.
Jim, any issues?
I'm good.
Jen,
Nope, I'm good.
Walt,
Good.
Tammy?
I'm fine.
Okay, so on this particular piece, I need to call for a motion to approve the Zielinski minor subdivision with any conditions given, which you do not have any conditions that's been presented.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
I think that was Walt seconding that.
Right.
All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have a unanimous approval on item A. Moving to item B, discussion and consideration of Walden at Providence subdivision entry columns and gate. And Lisa, if you will take it from here, please.
Thank you. The planning board shall review and consider an entry monument application and plans for the Walden at Providence subdivision. Section 58-9 of the Code of Ordinance states that entry and perimeter walls and entry monuments are not required to be any specific height or style, but are subject to review and approval of the planning board. The roads within this subdivision are platted as private. The PRD standards per section 58-23 do not apply. A PRD is a planned residential development, which is a process that for new developments that have to go through if they want private roads or gates. It ensures that the roads meet NCDOT standards and that there's an HOA set up to maintain and pay for those private roads. It also makes sure the gates are being maintained with annual inspections. But this is an existing subdivision that's grandfathered, so this does not apply to them. However, we did talk with the fire department, and we will work with the applicant to make sure that there's a manual override or keypad with the code given to EMS in case of an emergency. And also all the plans that they do have an SOS system on there. The proposed location of the gates allow for up to 3 cars to be stacked. So if you're looking at, let me see, the entrance here, up to 3 cars can stack. If someone gets stuck at the gate, they also have this turnaround area. If the gates aren't opening for someone that doesn't live there or someone who doesn't have the code, they have the ability to turn around. That's make sure that cars can get off of Ray Road, so we're not backing up onto thoroughfare. If you look at the plans provided, they have a 13'6" kind of entrance access with in and out. The columns have a stone veneer and are approximately 10.7 feet tall. The highest point of the gate is approximately 9.4. Staff does recommend approval of the Walden at Providence entry monument. And I'm here to answer any questions. And also on the phone, I believe we have John with the HOA.
Correct.
Lisa, it's Walt. Quick question. Do we have to have anything about having a school bus being able to turn around in that area? It looks like it's wide enough, but I was just curious.
Yeah, there's no requirement in the ordinance, but that's something that we usually look at to make sure that they can do, but I believe with that width, you can easily make a 3-point turn.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Good.
Any other questions?
I'm good.
Mhm.
I did have significant questions though through there. Lisa and I kind of worked through that with the applicant a bit earlier. And so as it stands, I'm okay with the project.
What were some of your questions?
Part of the question was the width of the gate, making
Yeah.
sure that that complies. My understanding from certain localities that it requires a much larger gate. Union County and unincorporated Union County does not. We do not in Weddington. Most of the gates we have around are somewhere around 20 feet wide. That generally meets up with the International Fire Code recommendations. That is not a requirement here. If it was me personally, I'd like to see a wider gate because the 13'6" that's shown between the columns is not the actual opening. That allows for inside that 13'6" would be 2 posts. It'll also be an offset for the hinges. So the actual opening will be closer to about 12'2", not 13'6". So that's pretty tight for a bus or a Chevrolet 3500 or
Or a fire engine.
truck. So again, if the residents are okay with that, that's up to them. As a town, we really don't have any standing over that.
Are the roads inside the subdivision right now public roads maintained by DOT or private roads?
Private roads.
All right. So this will just keep them as private roads, no change in status.
Correct.
Okay.
That was a concern I had as well. And once I
Right.
figured all that, at that point, my questions were kind of moved at that point. We do have a safety piece with the SOS Yelp system, which is in there. And I understand they will give access to school buses and so forth with a radio transmitter, which is a garage door opener type scenario. So
Okay.
other than that, I have nothing from a safety standpoint from the town's perspective on that. So I'm gonna kind of go down my list again. Steve, you have any concerns or anything that you would not want to see there and how that's set up?
No, it sounds good, but I do have one question. Does this have any regulations on private roads?
Not to my knowledge. You can
No,
do
the
something in
subdivision
private
was
areas.
platted as private and it was platted back in the 80s. So we have no say in that.
No, but I wondered if the state have anything to say about it.
If the roads are public, they won't allow gates. So the fact that they're private, they are able to have gates.
Okay.
Ed, are you okay with what we have?
Yes.
Okay, Jim,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Walt,
Yes.
Tammy?
I have a question about the turnaround. Does that allow for like a 55-foot tractor trailer turnaround? Because they're considerably larger than a school bus or a fire truck.
I'll defer to Lisa on that.
Josh, are you online?
Yes, I'm here.
So we did measure out a school bus. We did measure out a standard tractor trailer. This is John Dunlap, president of the HOA. We did not look at, any vehicles larger than that. I can tell you that the intent of the gates is actually to stay open during standard business hours, Monday through Friday. So they would open automatically in advance of the school buses and general traffic that would come through the neighborhood, and then close the business. Our standard tractor trailer would be able to turn around, but again, I can't. That would be about it. I can tell you it's considerably wider, and as Josh can attest, the size of the gates and the turnaround than the ones that were approved recently for Providence Downs across the street. So Josh, I don't know if you want to jump in on that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There were several entrances that were much narrower and with less of a turnaround than you guys have. So I would say if there was a better condition, you would have it.
Jim, have you considered larger gates? John, have you considered larger gates?
We have, and the issue is that what we've done, I've actually gotten approval from residents on both sides to place the pillars on their property. So sadly, the edges of the cosmetic portion of the gates are pushed back as far as they absolutely can be. We also agree that we want them to be as wide as possible, but they will absolutely accommodate very large vehicles. They'll accommodate school buses, tractor trailers, and all commercial vehicles that will come through, including fire engines.
Okay. Anybody else have any other issues with respect to the planning board? If we have no issues, I'm going to need a motion to approve the Walden and Providence subdivision entry column and gate project.
This is Ed, so moved.
We have a second?
Second.
Okay. Karen, I'll let you pick. So we have a second and a motion, and we have a vote, please.
Aye.
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 Sounds like we have a unanimous vote on that. So that approves and passes. All right. Number 7.
Thank you.
Update from the town planner report on March town council meeting.
Thank you. During this downtime with the attorney, we've been working on drafting UDO, getting started with that. There's a new legislation that requires us to comply with the 160D planning article to be done by the end of the year. That was just recently pushed back with the COVID-19 to a July due date, but with the downtime with the attorneys, we are starting to work on that and trying to stay within their retaining hours to save money. So we hope to have a UDO kind of scope and table of contents for you all to review at your May meeting. And once you guys give your blessing to that layout, we'll start copying and pasting the original zoning and subdivision ordinance into that one document. In addition, I received the site analysis plan for the Woods subdivision. It went to auction, but was sold back to the developer in Florida. Here is their yield plan. This is what we do not want. This is a clear cut and build. Looks like 272 acres. I'm hoping we can get Randall Arndt back here sometime late spring, early summer to do the site walk with us and the mini charrette. We've changed our process to include that 4-step process. So it'd be great if he could help us with this one.
So this particular project is not grandfathered and will have to be updated to our new requirements, correct?
That final plat was conditioned on Ray Road extension being platted where it was, and that kind of followed this southern boundary before it swung around. That's all changed and comes up here a little bit around these creeks. And they've ran out of time, so we're going to be starting over with this.
Brand new.
Brand new. So there is no grandfathering of their preliminary plat approval. That is now gone.
If anything, I would have to check with legal. If anything, maybe their sketch plan with the number of lots. But their construction plans, they'll have to do detention. We didn't have detention in the past, which is a big one. And I think that old one was on septic, and they'll plan on doing water and sewer. Hopefully,
didn't they have a pump there at one point planned in, but now they're going to go back to water and sewer.
Yeah, there was a whole wastewater treatment plant.
Yeah.
Let's go. So.
Do we have a rough timeline when they
I did.
I'm sorry, Rod.
Go ahead, Brad.
Lisa, do they have a rough timeline where they want to try to pull us down the line?
They want to have a site walk as soon as stuff starts opening back up. So I think they're trying for the end of May to get this rolling.
Okay. All right.
Lisa, I don't think this dog hunts. I think they got to go back and start all over again.
Right. I think they're doing an RCD, which they would not be grandfathered. So we've got to do that 4-step process
Okay, amen.
redesign it, but they may be able to use this yield, this lot yield is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I mean, if that's just their lot, yeah, the net lots are going to be, unless there's something for the Ray Road extension that would add or detract.
All right.
Well, let's see what they pull together, and then we'll make a determination. So we got some time to go before they actually have our walkthrough toward the end of May. So we'll see what happens then.
Yep, I've been having some preliminary conversations with some developers kind of north west of this whole basin all the way up to Providence and 84. It's a short property.
Yeah.
40 acres up there, trying to get this all connected and with some greenways or whatnot to connect this up to the whole town hall area. So hopefully we can plan this together as they come in.
That's good.
That's a good idea.
Very.
Anything else, Lisa?
That's it.
Okay. Quickly, do we have any board member comments that need to be addressed tonight?
Does anybody have a song that, other than Happy Birthday, that you can sing twice? I'm tired of that song.
I sing my alma mater.
Okay.
I make my 4-year-old do her ABCs.
Okay.
All right. Anything else we need to address?
I'd just like to say thank you to the ladies that do all this hard work and make it all come together for us.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
I appreciate your patience at the beginning of this evening.
Made
I
it
think
work.
it's great.
All right. With that, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
And we are adjourned. Thank you, board members. Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Thank y'all. Stay safe.
Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
Bye.
Good night.
Night now.
Good night. Miss you guys.
Night, everyone.